my new book, which you should have in your delegate bags. It's called Connected Television: How TV's Analog Strengths Have Created a Digital Supermedium. And I've got to say, it's been a bit of a labor of love, but it's a story that needed to be told. And the reason it needed to be told was because when I joined ThinkBox in 2006, it wasn't a question of when or if TV would die. TV was dead. And all the industry sentiment was behind that argument. Of course, that never happened, and I felt it was important to tell the story about why not. And what it's allowed me to do is focus on three main questions. First of all, how did the death of TV narrative become so ingrained and so accepted? How could something which was so central to our culture and so central to our lives have been written off so easily? Secondly, what kept TV going? What sustained television despite the barrage of technological disruption that did come to pass? Most of the technologies that were supposed to have killed television are in the majority of households by now, and yet television is stronger than ever. And finally, what does that tell us about where TV is going now and in the short to medium term future? And I could answer all three of those questions with a simple statement, which is we need to stop the focus on technology and particularly just what the technology does, and we need to start to focus on people. We were told TV's dead, long live the internet. TV advertising is dying. Let's just declare TV dead and move on. This was the headline in one of the UK's quality newspapers the day I joined ThinkBox. And it made me realize once I read it just how deeply this TV is dead narrative had taken hold. Because when I read the article, it talked about a new competitor to the dusty old box in the corner of the room: mobile TV. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't think of anything less competitive with a 42-inch flat screen, dusty old box in the corner of the room. Because if you're in that room with that screen and your mobile screen, my guess is for your immersive entertainment, you're going to be using the TV set. What mobile does, of course, is take TV to places and spaces and contexts it was never able to go before. That is not the death of TV. That is technology enhancing ingrained TV behaviors. But unfortunately, that was the narrative. And it baffled me, because all my time at ThinkBox, I was collecting the evidence, and it was telling me, as we saw earlier with Dr. Roy, TV viewing is at an all-time high every single year. And that's just viewing through the box in the home. All the new forms of viewing currently aren't part of those ratings systems. But it's not just the programs. Despite the phenomenal success of the DVR, we watch more ads at normal speed than ever before. In the UK, the DVR has gone from 5% to 50% penetration in the past 5 years. And viewing to commercials at normal speed in that time has increased by 25%. That's not the death of the TV spot. How did these two parallel universes emerge? It did give rise to what I believe is the simplicity of digital thinking. And what the simplicity of digital thinking says is that surely these thousands of digital startups must be taking their crumbs from somebody's table, mustn't they? Those millions of YouTube views have to be coming from somebody's viewing time, don't they? And those Google billions must be coming from somebody's bottom line, mustn't they? And the assumption is they simply replace what went before. And I consider this, I call it replacement theory. We just get disruption which replaces what went before. And that's based on what I think is endemic within the digital industry, binary thinking based on binary technology. The new versus the old, good versus bad, dead or alive. I believe in the beauty of analog thinking, and I'm talking about analog in terms of communication. Digital communication about what we say. Analog communication is the whole meta-communication that goes beyond that to our touches, our gestures, and so on. And that ties in with what I believe is ecosystem theory, where things are absorbed into an existing ecosystem and only absorbed if they enhance existing behaviors and existing motivations. That is why the death of TV narrative was allowed to take hold. What has sustained TV, despite the bombardment of technological disruption? Every single one of those technologies was meant to have killed TV. And I'm going to talk very briefly just about 4 main qualities where TV's resilience, I think, has been supported against the technology disruption. And these are engagement, and what we really mean by that, the power of storytelling, our need to share, and our desire to trust in an ever more cynical world.